a depressing. I'm no one. I'm alone.
All that sort of stuff. But I think a really good place to start would be to say 700,000 streams as of today.
Yeah, just as of today,
Yeah.
checked it this morning and just tips over 700k.
Unbelievable. So, new Porsche.
Not quite with what Spotify pay. No,
Yeah. You've not struck up a special deal with them yet?
no. I'm not sure if I might be able to afford some kind of used vehicle from the,
Yeah.
but not a Porsche.
It would be great, wouldn't it? If you like, maybe that would be a thing. Like, I took my million streams from Spotify money and bought whatever vehicle I could buy.
Well, my dad's a used car dealer, so I could probably get some.
That'd be sick. To be fair, that would be great content. I would love to see that. But mate, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely popping off for you at the minute.
Yeah, it's since October, it's gone absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Life's changed slightly from what it was previously. It's
Great, man. In terms of, when you say it's changed, in terms of like more people at gigs, or just you know, more followers, more interactions, more,
just everything's kind of growing. It's lots of different moving parts. But when the song came out, we were about to start a tour, and I thought, well, we're starting this tour now, but towards the back end of the tour, we were picking people up from Spotify that were coming because of the song. So,
oh, okay, cool. So like, they were, is it playlisted and stuff like that? Is that what sort of started the momentum with it, or?
it was TikTok that did it.
Wow, okay.
It was nothing to do with Spotify or anything like that. I mean, I launched this project sort of 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've paid for PR companies, I've paid for radio pluggers.
Yeah.
And none of it's had any kind of traction or anything like that. And then I was pissing about on TikTok one night, and I put like a 13-second clip of that song on.
Yeah.
The next morning, woke up and it had
Boom.
fucking millions
That's it.
Millions of comments from around the world.
It's so random, man, as well, isn't it? Like, but that's beautiful, and it's kind of crazy that like that radio, the radio pluggers and the magazine pluggers and all that sort of that whole industry is so kind of, oh, you can pay us however many £100 it is, but we can't guarantee you anything. And it's like, you should be able to at least guarantee a little something there, lad. But
there's so much power in the artist's hands now, and and I don't think there's enough artists that are grasping that.
Yeah,
and just it's all there, and it's TikTok. I was never on board with TikTok, and I just thought everyone's telling me to get on board with it, and I thought I'd give it a go, and it's probably changed my life a bit, definitely.
In your episode of RGM with Carl, I listened to that on the way over. Shout out to Carl. He is often checking on these episodes and been very supportive of this. But you were saying that like you weren't really sure about how to create content and stuff, and especially when you're on your own, it's quite daunting. So like, have you sort of embraced that a bit now? And have you got like, you said you found your rhythm, because you know who you're making stuff for, right?
Yeah, and I've just... The strategy's been just less is more. I was making really polished content with people and like really good, high quality videos, and no one gave a fuck. No one cared.
I watched something yesterday of like a guy who was announcing that he'd been played on BBC Introducing, and it was a video of him stacking like his plates into his cupboard whilst the radio was on. And I was like, why am I watching this? This is fucking insane. This is a full video of a man putting his plates away, which is something that I do every day. And I was like,
But do you know what the beautiful thing about is TikTok as well? Because the landscape has changed, hasn't it, for like promoting music, promoting anything, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like even our stuff.
Bog roll,
TikTok, bog
episodes,
roll, everything. But it's like even songs that were made years ago can now pop off.
Just randomly.
It's like that geezer. Who's the that meme you see everywhere of that guy in the actor in the night. I can't remember his name, but he's really good. He's in Mad Men. It's like, ooh, and I'm feeling for a lifetime. It's just him like dancing the club off his head on fucking something.
Right.
But this geezer made this song, I think, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
and now it's popping off for him, and it's just some old. It's like, oh, I made this fucking
It
this
can
dance track.
It can randomly sort of happen.
Yeah, like you said, the landscape has changed now. It's like, you know, it is in the artist's hands a lot of the time in terms of, yes, it's a corporation that is TikTok, but you essentially, there's less middlemen now.
Yeah.
There's less gatekeepers.
And the thing is that the content that I'm making on there, it's so simple. It's just me fucking filming myself walking around with some text on screen, but that makes it music first.
Yeah,
so the music is it's what's grabbing, that's what's grabbing people in, and that kind of suits me down to ground. I'm not one to, do you know what I mean?
I must admit, when I listened to the song, I was grabbed straight away by, and I just listened to it. I'm pretty old school. I mean, I think YouTube music at the minute, but like I just put it on, and from the first part of the vocal, it is a really special song. People's
attention spans are that low these days, and it's kind of about so you can't ever write music for this purpose, but once you've wrote the song, you need to find the section of the song that works the best. Yeah, and then that's the thing that you just need to hammer to people, and then that converts people to go over to Instagram and then buy tickets, then buy merch, and our mailing list grew from like 500 people, and then it's grown to like 4,000 in 3 months.
That's awesome, man. That's great.
And they're the people that are going to stick around and buy tickets.
Yeah, definitely. If they've signed up to your mailing list, they to a point interested in what you've got to say and want to come see you live.
Absolutely.
You also spoke on other podcasts, and you said you had like songs, because you've been working on music for so many years. You said you had like 300 odd demos and stuff of tunes that you were putting together. So somewhere in the middle, is that a new song? Or is that an old?
No, somewhere in the middle we wrote. So we put "Meet Me on the Moon" out last year, which was the first EP.
We've got it right here.
This thing.
Available now via your social medias, and all the links and everything will be on there to come and buy it. But yeah, great. Really good cover.
Thank you.
I recognise the studio.
Yes. It's the Nicholson studio.
It's the Rob Nicholson studio, right? Yeah. Pedalo. Yeah. Nice. Okay. With the orange backdrop. Beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, so put that out, and then I started writing again, and somewhere in the middle I wrote in March or April of, we're in 26 now, last year.
25, yeah.
So, sorry, 25. And demoed it, and then we recorded that song as part of a body of work, Yellow Arch, in Sheffield. Worked with Colin Elliott, Richard Hawley's producer, and bass player. And well, I knew it was a fucking good song when I wrote it and put it to band, because I used the same band. And yeah, we knew that we had something special with it, definitely.
You've also said before that it's so important to have like a good producer. You said like, not like, you know, songwriting obviously is important, but like having a good producer. So what's like working with Colin brought out of that song maybe that wasn't there before when you'd written it?
Colin was very much less is more, and we butted heads when we started, and there was a bit of turbulence. He nearly walked away from the project. I'm not the easiest person to work with. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, fair.
But me and Colin, we have very strong personalities. But what was magic about working with Colin was, once we were in there, it was just fucking business head on, and we worked together so well, and we worked together so fast, and we did 4 songs in 3 days. And previously I've worked with producers, and I've spent 3 days on one single, but the way that the process flowed and everything, it was just absolutely magical, and it's definitely one of the best experiences I've ever had recording, ever.
Awesome. So you're not sick of the tune yet? It's not become like Mr. Brightside?
I'm fucking sick of it.
Have you got, so like...
I'm not.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm not sick of it, but obviously you're editing content every day, and you're in it, and like, I've been round at my family's house, and it's the same fucking section that was tangled in there, and it's like, fucking stop that fucking shit, man. It's cool.
You're getting tagged in stories, and it's always that song they're tagging.
It's always
you
the same section of that song.
Like,
wow, do I sound like that? That's fucking.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like such a catch-22 moment. When we had Andy Nicholson on here, he was saying once you put some music out, it no longer belongs to you.
I saw that.
It's everybody else's, and I was like, that's so spot on.
Yeah.
And you just can't stop it. Once somebody else has got hold of it, or other people have got hold of it, and it means so much to them.
Yeah.
Then that's it. Then, isn't it?
It's completely. I did see.
It's a beautiful thing that has happened.
Yeah.
Like, and it's amazing. But then there's already so many other great songs that you've written. Like I was saying to you just before we started, like my drive over here today was like I drove over the A6. Andy would love that because road name, and it's not Snakes Pass or Woodheads Pass. But driving over those mountains, it's such a big sound that you're creating with your music. It's real stadium music.
That's kind of always.
That's ambitious as fuck, man.
It's always been that's what I've always wanted to do. I always writ songs, and then I gigged in Sheffield like sort of 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
And I was just with an acoustic guitar, and then it weren't working out for me. I didn't have the right mindset. And then in 2017, I put a band together, and I gave it a bit of a go. Kind of got a bit of direction on it. Then I went through a bit of turbulence in my life.
Yeah.
And then 2022, you mentioned Woodhead Pass. I was actually living out in Adfield for a little period of time.
Yeah.
And I was walking around one of the reservoirs there, and that's when I had the moment that I need to grab this and fucking run with it. I weren't getting any younger. And that was like my epiphany moment in 2022.
And you've done it, man. You've done it. It's rolling.
It's rolling.
It's happening. If anybody doesn't know who we're with today, we're here with Sam Scherdel. I wanted to ask you a question just off the bat, because me and Dave, big fans of eggs. True?
Right.
Do you like eggs?
I
love eggs.
generally am a fan of eggs.
Yeah.
I do
love
get
eggs.
a bit weird with them where I will eat them for a period of like months, and I'll have them so many different ways.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to where you're going with this.
Well, I think that your name is just so fantastic, and I just thought like you can have like eggs Benedict or whatever, but I wondered what like eggs Sam Scherdel would be, because it just sounds so good.
It'll be poached with bacon, because I think eggs Benedict's ham, but I don't know. Weatherspoons do it with bacon. Some places do it with bacon and call it Benedict's, but I'm not sure if that's the right way.
That's great. I love that. That's probably up there with mine. Mine's eggs Boston, because that's where we're from. So mine's sort of like an eggs Benedict, but like a council estate version. So it is probably a fried egg on bacon on bread.
Right.
And then like just cut it open, because it's the
Just
fastest
fried
and
egg on
most
bread.
efficient way. Fried egg on bacon.
And that's eggs Boston.
Eggs Boston, yeah.
Eggs Boston's funny.
Yeah. What's eggs Dave?
Oh, you good? So we did have. I did make this. What was it called?
The seppuku omelette.
Oh, fuck, you have to come back to me.
The rice omelette where you slit it down the middle.
I was thinking of something else. I called them long eggs or something.
Long eggs.
Yeah, where you get it wrong. You know, where you try to crack the egg in the pan and sometimes it just fucks up.
Yeah.
And I just called them long eggs because they just went in a strip, and I was like, well, they're called long eggs. So
I can't stand that. When
it's
when it
so
cracks,
sad.
you
Isn't
lose
it?
the thing.
It's so bad.
It's so sad. I don't know if you do poached a lot.
I'm pretty good at poached eggs, but it's how fresh the eggs are.
Thank you. Cheers. Tell me your technique as well, because I am
vinegar in the water. It's got to be.
No. You don't need any.
not?
I don't think so. I just fucking swirl the water.
You do a little.
Give the egg a shake, crack it in, and then swirl
what's
it
the
again.
shake of the egg? What's that?
I don't know.
Mixes
what
with
It's
the.
eggs Scherdel, mate. Only the true master can create this.
I don't know. That's what I've always done. Just get not too much, but just
A little.
just a mild shake.
Beautiful.
Crack in, swirl.
See, I don't even swirl now.
No?
I just drop them in. Like I use a ladle, slowly drop them in. You can do like 3 at a time.
Ladle them in.
There's a lot of ways to skin a cat, man.
There is. It's true.
A lot of ways to poach an egg.
Yeah.
Andy, any favourite eggs?
Eggs are fucking banging to me.
Not thought about it.
No?
When you asked that, you should have seen his face.
Yeah.
I was trying to think something. I thought, I
Come on,
can't
for God's
do
sake.
that.
Can't be
It's
doing
his
this.
first episode back.
got-
He's fucking speaking about eggs.
That's great. Come on, that's good
I mean,
content.
I'm in for it, but I'm just surprised that you're in for it. Like, you started as I was like, where's he going with that?
Yeah, there you go. Good content. That's good content.
Yeah.
that.
You've been thinking about
Eggs.
this content over like the break.
I was just driving today and I was like, Sam Scherdel, that's a really fucking good name. I was like, it sounds like a chef's name.
I'm
And I was
looking
like,
for it.
I reckon if he was in a restaurant at like a posh hotel, you'd be like, eggs Sam Scherdel.
Did you research how to say it right?
Is that how it is?
That
that how you say
that
it?
is how it's said, but nobody ever says it right.
I avoided your second name for this exact reason. I was
Sam,
when I
is
did
it?
your research, I was like, am I even going to say second name? Because you do get like, what's the worst like way it's ever been?
Shredrella.
Shredrella?
Schredel.
Shredrel.
Scherdel's the main one that everyone goes to. Which,
Scherdel.
Yeah.
Like a hurdle.
Yeah, like a
Scherdel.
or schedule. There's been
Some schedule.
there's all
Schedule.
My goodness, man.
People are just that lazy, man, to read.
I've just had a quick glance at the vinyl because I had one in my hands. I read the back, and you recorded it from what 2004 to was it 3 to 4, 4 to 5?
So it was
in several different locations. May I add?
several locations. I worked with one producer, Gavin Monaghan, who worked with the editors, Paolo Nutini, Robert Plant.
Oh shit! Okay,
Wow.
cool.
So Gav was a really early influence.
Yeah,
in
and I
my
love,
career.
by the way, the orange is Jim's pulling that out.
Yeah,
now.
switch to the YouTube if you want to see. It is a
It's
beautiful, it's a
vinyl.
beautiful
It
orange
is.
vinyl.
It's really nice.
We did put a lot of thought into that, and yeah. Well, I say we put a lot of thought in. Rob had the orange background up, and he had a mirror ball, which ended up in the moon. But
That's the thing. It's like sometimes just meeting people and going to a place instead of just getting your mate to come around your house and take a
Yeah,
photo.
yeah.
You went to a place
Yeah.
and you interacted with someone and what they've got, and that's become
yeah,
like what it is. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just
The
wanted
shots
to
are
know logistically how did that work recording it through place, and also did you want to keep the album sounding consistent across different studios?
I weren't that concerned about that at that point, but it felt like I needed to put a collection of songs together at that point because I'd just been releasing singles and I did want to put something out. And so I did some of it with Gav Monaghan and some of it in Kellam Island with a guy called Federico Telesca, who's become a very good friend at Project and he still works with me to this day. And yeah, so I think there's 4 songs on there that were all recorded in the same place in Sheffield, and then there's 2 others that I did in 2 different studios. So I worked with Gav in Wolverhampton at Magic Garden Studios, which is his studio, and then we went to Salvation Studios. He had a bit of recording time now. That the fucking Cure had just been in just before we got to Salvation Studios.
That's
Cure's still
crazy,
going?
man. Yeah, the Cure is still going, man. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Robert Smith will not stop. He will not stop. They've tried. They will not stop.
So I was talking to engineers down at Salvation. They said that he's a complete like vampire in terms of
It looks like one.
but he gets up at like fucking. He only works through night basically, and then sleeps all day.
He's
My
like
kind of guy.
he might be the last. He might be the last true goth. Like 100%.
I do. I tell you what, not a big fan of the Cure as in the sound, but I am a fan of his whenever he's in interviews.
He's great.
I love that he just like
He doesn't give a fuck.
he doesn't give a fuck. I'm about that energy. I'm like, yes, dude, say it how
Oh,
it
he's
is.
great.
I think he is great. I think there was one where he's on like I think there's the most famous one which everybody mentions where he's on that red carpet. I don't know. He just there's a report asking
I've
some
seen that.
bollocks and he's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like. What? I fucking love that. I love it. I'm
Yeah.
like, yes.
Hey, Robert, what's your favourite kind of egg?
Imagine him on here and you asking that bollocks. Yeah, we're like, what the fuck? Are you
I think I
on
can
about?
judge. I think I can judge a character. Do you know what I mean? With Sam, I feel like I felt safe to ask the egg question.
Oh, but you would
With
not.
Robert,
Yeah,
maybe I
you-
wouldn't ask the egg
I
question.
wouldn't feel so. I'll be like,
Depends if we were talking about culinary stuff. Maybe we got into his kitchen. I don't know.
True.
But speaking of Robert Smith, him live, his voice is still exactly the same.
Yeah, they're a great live band. I saw them at
They are.
Glastonbury. Absolutely superb live band.
I also would like to ask you about live because the levels of production in your music is so like I don't know how to put this. Are you unsigned? Like is that what you refer to you as?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
like
I did.
independent.
Yeah,
artist.
I did have a distribution deal that I seized recently, but it wasn't.
Congrats.
It wasn't sort of a. Yeah, I kind of before I released this single because I saw it was going the way it was going, I kind of seized the deal that I had and got out of that just before. So I'm entering this fully independent, basically.
But as an independent, the sound you're making is so, like, I don't know, hugely professional, full, like this massive wall of sound. It's bonkers. Like how, and when you're playing that live, is it a challenge to, because I know you do some gigs like full acoustic, is it a challenge to recreate that fullness?
The band that I've got now are absolutely incredible. And it's probably took me 3 years to assemble it to where it is and get the people that I trust and the people that are behind it as well. And we are like a little family now and team. And yeah, it's the live show is kind of what you hear on the record. It's a big show, but there is versatility in it. And I can do acoustic shows. They do translate well when stripping it back to solo.
Yeah.
So
they're intimate songs really, but they can be so broad. Big. Yeah, they're so big. Yeah, they're very, like, the lyrics are very intimate in many ways, but the sound is so very big and such a broad spectrum of, like, you've got some really kind of emotional piano sort of songs like Time.
Yeah.
Very, like, emotional. And then you've got these, like, almost kind of, I don't know, like Duran almost-esque kind of 80s thrillers. In fact, I think Too Shy? Too Shy is very, like, Duran-y. So that's on this EP, by the way. It's amazing, man. Like, there's so many, like, I know that the Springsteen thing's brought up about a lot, like the South Yorkshire Springsteen and all that sort of things referred to. But I mean, I'd throw in, like, hopefully this isn't an insult, but like U2, like huge stadium bands, like Killers almost, like their second album, Killers. And
I've never wanted to pigeonhole the genre. I wanted to. The voice is kind of the main thing of the project, and then the songs we build around the voice. I think we are finding a bit of a lane now as to where the sound's heading, and I think that this record that was part of the process of finding where that lane was, and I think you can definitely tell with your statement of intent that the road that we're heading down is probably the right one to pursue, I think.
Do you think it was going to stay sort of? It's quite piano led, isn't it? Or do you think you're still going to switch it up with more guitar led tunes as well?
I don't know. I write on both the piano and guitar. I don't play piano live. I'd like to be free and moving around. I could play it live, but I feel a bit restrained playing piano. But yeah, it'll be what it'll be. Piano is probably what I write on most, but.
It's great, man. Like the music is wonderful. I urge everybody. Like I said, I listened to, like, a lot of your interviews and music running up to this. But driving over to there, I thought I'd just listen to your tunes in the car. So that's my favorite place to listen to music, and it suits driving, like, so much. But there's not a tune on there that I went, nah, not that one. I listened to every tune and thought these are really like the craft and the songwriting and the lyrics and the sonics in it all are just so, like, special. It's going to be a crazy year for you this year, I think.
I hope so. And I always had the belief in the songs as well, and it's going back to that journey that I said, obviously. Yeah. From 2011 to 2017, and then having that time away. I was sat on them songs for a long time, so it's. Can
I ask what that felt like when you had them sort of in your arsenal, but you weren't using them? So I know you were performing at, like, weddings and stuff and doing covers, and you've spoken about how painful that was to you.
I hated it.
Yeah.
It was the most soul destroying period of my life. Mate, I made a lot of money doing that.
Yeah.
I made a hell of a lot of money. Yeah. But I was deeply, deeply unhappy doing that.
What was your like, what was a song that you were playing that in your head when you're at weddings? Is it like, there's got to be one, right? It's got to be like Never Too Much, or...
Well, can I guess?
Yeah, guess.
Oh, do you know what? I don't think you'd even cover it. I was going to say, like, something like The Killers.
Mr. Brightside.
I've covered Mr. Brightside.
Yeah.
Mr. Brightside. You finish on Don't Look Back in Anger. Everyone goes away happy.
Yeah.
It's the same shit, man, over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like when I get invited to a wedding now, you say, I've been to thousands of weddings. I've been to cheap weddings. I've been to I got flew out to play a wedding in Ibiza. And
Yes. They all want Robbie Williams' Angels. They all want it. No matter what they say. However cool they pretend to
Sandstorm.
be. They all want, when they're pissed, they want Robbie Williams' Angels. They want Come On Eileen. They want Don't Look Back in Anger.
Same.
All of that. Yeah, yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Rinse and
Oh,
repeat.
do you,
Absolutely.
to Jim's point, do you have a song that just not to dredge up these memories, but
Yeah.
do you have a song that just you go, I can't listen to it, like that you used to cover?
I mean, I love the Killers. That just
Yeah, but
not
you
yet.
can have so much of a good thing.
Yeah,
I think.
Mr. Brightside has been played to death. It's It is a great song.
From
But-
a great album that is full of great songs. There's other songs available
like
on that album.
after
for
the
sure.
17th million title, you just hear it every I just need to.
Yeah,
We need
Sex
to take
on
a look.
Fire. That's
Set,
another one.
yes, and again,
Again.
such a great band, such a great album. Kings of Leon, you can't fault them.
And one day, one of your songs is going to do that. Where
Let's-
people are going to be like, it's so good that we're
Yeah.
going to have to fucking stop
So
playing
good,
it.
I
now.
fucking hate
I'm
it.
hearing it everywhere. You can have too much of a good thing.
You can.
When the Killers play live now, they do Brightside first.
Yeah.
They get it out the way
Yeah.
because everyone's buzzed off it. They
Yeah.
love it. It's like love it or hate it. It's one of, if not the most popular song of all time. If I say coming out of my cage and I'll be doing just fine, everybody knows
Correct.
what I'm talking about,
It's
right?
an awesome song.
But when you so your set list now, are you going out with like a bang, or do you set your set up like there's like an intro kind of song? There's like
So our second most popular song on Spotify was Somebody Else. Which
Yeah.
that's kind of a very Killers-esque track actually.
great that tune. Love that.
And that's what we come out to.
Yeah.
So it starts with a bang, but
Statement of intent straight
Yeah.
away, bang out the gate.
come out with a bang, and then it's like 3 or 4 very high-paced songs. Then it kind of dips into the acoustic kind of era,
Yeah.
and then back up with a bang at the end.
Amazing. No, love that, man.
Well, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I do empathise though with the just to go into the notion back of like you was just a bit is soul destroying. I mean, I videographed weddings and I hated it, and I thought oh it's going to be a money earner, which it is.
It is.
It is.
It
but
is.
yeah.
It's same with cover bands. I know
Yeah.
people in bands and they're making good money in cover bands. One in particular enjoys it, and he's like, "Yeah, do you know what I mean? It is what it is," and he makes good money.
Yeah.
But like, I can definitely, if you are really creative and you really want to put your own stuff out there and you want to make what you want to make, I can definitely empathise with you just doing. Yeah, it's just soul destroying. Like I did about 7 weddings and I was just done. I was like, I can't. I'm just dealing with bridezillas. It's not really yours. It's you have to
Mate,
wear a suit.
Bridezillas are bad, mate.
uncomfortable.
Groomzillas are worse.
Plus the
Goodness
pressure
me.
of a videographer at a wedding
can't
is
fuck that up,
insane.
man.
That's
Yeah.
that one day. If the memory
Yeah.
card fucks up, you're done. It's over. So
kind of the same. So I DJ some weddings as well. Kind of the same pressure,
Mhm.
but also the same. I've got to the point where I'm like, it's the most special day of your life, but also you're only going to remember the last song.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
like you're going to remember like some people weren't on the dance floor at some points. As long as you give them a good last hour,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of all right. And
I think for me, it weren't all in vain. I think there's that thing about you've got to have so many hours like rehearsal and stagecraft and things like that. And
Yeah.
I did learn how to
Yeah,
sing live.
yeah,
and
you
it's
things
taught
like
you,
that.
yeah, and singing other people's songs as well. You probably learn a little bit of like singing technique,
Yeah,
maybe.
I probably inadvertently did.
Yeah.
And some of my favourite singers like Paolo, Ray LaMontagne, and
Oh, Ray LaMontagne.
I kind of used
Wow.
to cover their kind of stuff, and I kind of enjoyed doing that. The stuff that I actually love
Yeah.
listening to. So
Okay, on the flip side, then quickly before we go on to the next bit, what was one of your favourite kind of covers to play? If you get to play a cover now, like in your sets, or do you have like a tune that you're like, oh, I'd love to do?
we actually do a
cover of
cover
that.
in the set now, but it's a completely reimagined version. So we do a cover of Dreams by Fleetwood Mac,
Nice, man.
but it's a
Okay.
very different, haunting kind of arrangement that we do of it.
I can hear you on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
And yeah, the response we've had to that cover, because it's not just a traditional cover, it really is a complete different arrangement of the song. It's
Yeah.
very moody, very dark, and yeah, I think if I do covers now, it'd have to be something that's completely different to the original. But
Yeah,
I used to love playing Paolo's songs, like I said, Ray LaMontagne, David Gray. I used to love David Gray. Were a big influence. Billy Joel,
yeah, man.
Guilty
You can't,
Pleasure.
you can't beat Billy Joel. You can't. He's so good.
I love Billy Joel, man.
Yeah, he's so good. And this is the thing. I think it's so funny. We're like, I love I've DJed with loads of people from indie bands and stuff like that over the years. And when they turn up, like the last thing they want to play is like indie music or whatever. I think like people forget that like artists, like even hip hop artists or dance music artists or whatever, will have such a broad range of influences and stuff. What's one of your weirdest that people might not know about that like sort of really grabs you?
I'll tell you what the weird thing is, and no one's picked it. A couple of people on TikTok have mentioned it, but everyone like compares me to like Rod Stewart, Paolo Nutini, Ray LaMontagne. I get that constantly every day.
Yeah.
And there's one guy that I'm ripping off constantly, and no one ever picks it up, and it's from Sheffield, and it's Joe Cocker, and like no one gets it. No one ever picks it up. And Joe Cocker's one of my biggest fucking influences, one of the greatest fucking singers of all time.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
What a voice.
Yeah. And no one, I'm basically fucking making a living ripping Joe Cocker off, and no one fucking pulls me up on it.
But the thing is, though, I think people forget. Like, they forget that a sound has existed. And it's nice sometimes when somebody reimagines it or, like, brings it back.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's hit a chord with people or it struck a chord with people. I also love that you have such a big avid fan base in Hull.
Yeah,
because I've got good friends from there, and you were talking on other podcasts about how like sometimes you go to Hull and be better received in Hull than you will be in your own backyard. Sometimes in Sheff or Donny or
the Hull people are some of the most special people I've ever met in my entire life. I met some really good friends for life in Hull.
Yeah,
they do Hull. They do
say it right. Say it right. Say its name. Hull. Yeah.
They got a festival out there called the Sesh that they do every year.
Yeah.
Marina.
Yeah.
And we did it 2024. And the 2024 show was one of the best gigs I've ever played in my entire life. That festival is full of people that are there to see new music.
Yeah.
It's just new bands. It's people who are not unknown, but they're upcoming bands. There's no big names on there. And we played, I think it was the second or third stage at about 4:00 Saturday afternoon. There were just thousands of people there, absolutely going fucking crazy.
Amazing.
And then they asked us back to play at main stage last year, and it's still the two of the best gigs that I've ever played in my entire life.
Great
Definitely.
city, great people, great accent.
And then it's awesome. And then we played Adelphi on last tour, and we've all agreed collectively as a team that was probably our favourite, one of the favourite shows we've
That's a special venue. You
so
played
cool.
Adelphi, right, Andy?
So
it's in the middle of like a terrace row houses. It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's bonkers.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Super special. And you mentioned the polar bear as well.
Yeah.
You played there.
Yeah.
As part of that, they did like a crowdfunding thing, I think during lockdown to save the polar bear. And I don't know if it was anything to do with Music Venues Trust in the end or not, but I know they managed to save it and keep it open.
It's got such a strong community around the music scene, and lovely people.
Massively so. Two favourite things to say in Hull: dry white wine, $9.99, and no, there's a Snowdonian girt in the road.
Oh no,
no, so good, such a good city, like big, and I think it gets written off a lot of the time. People can be quite mean about Hull, like Hull, but it's great.
Spent so much time there, and even Luke, my guitarist, first time he spent some time there, he just went, I fucking love Hull. I fucking love it. What a fucking city that is.
Mate, absolutely.
Do you know what's really weird is that I'm playing this game at the minute, big gamer. Art Raiders, well done, Embark Studios, if you're watching.
Right.
And it's probably one of the best games I've ever played, and it's very community based, and that's why it's doing so well.
Yeah.
In the age of fucking slop and everybody's like divided.
Love that word, slop, don't you?
I fucking love it. Well, it was
Dave's word of 2025.
It was a
slop.
Thingy dictionary. You know when they vote for a word of the year.
Oxford word of the year.
I think slop was 2025 word of the year. Genuinely, but I'm going somewhere. There is a point to this, and I am going to bring it in.
Yeah, right, here we go.
But it's very community based, and when you drop in, and it is like they've got open microphones and things like that. And what I found weirdly, you said about Hull, and I met two people in there, and you can either decide to like shoot each other or whatever, get on. And it was the friendliest motherfuckers, and they had the Hull accent. All right, but how you doing? All right, pal. All that.
What was that?
I don't know. Fucking,
The
I
Hull
can't.
accent.
But it was.
Hello.
I can't do one. Hello, mate.
Hello,
yeah, that's it.
mate.
Sorry. And they had that Hull accent, And
it's very cute. The accent.
and they were lovely.
Gotta say.
Some of the friendliest people I've ever met in a game. I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? This is crazy. So yeah, I can vouch for all.
We are Team
pronounced.
Hull. We are Team Hull on this podcast for
They know
sure.
how to fucking party.
They do you know what they do,
know how
man?
to party.
Oh god.
Looked at some pictures
Oh my God.
of Adelphi Hall.
Yeah.
Adelphi in Hull, sorry. And I
Nice.
looked at some images. Yeah, fucking wild.
So Green Day slept on that stage.
Did they?
Yeah.
What like back in the day?
Back in, I think it was 93, 90, 92, 93. You can look at it online, and yeah, they
The
didn't
whole
have anywhere to
story.
stay, and yeah, they slept on that stage.
That's great,
The
man.
fucking people who've gone through them doors, it's insane.
It's crazy to think about as well because I kind of forget who's played in venues and stuff. I know that you're a big Kurt Cobain fan.
Yeah.
You've mentioned that on another podcast that you were really influenced by him. And I work at the Students' Union sometimes, and the Octagon. Nirvana played the Octagon.
yeah.
There's footage of them walking around the back of the Octagon, and like my head falls off sometimes when I see that.
It's crazy
Because he's such an influential guy. And again, going back to your sort of influences where people are like, oh, I don't know who you're influenced by or whatever. You sound like this, you sound like that. Kurt Cobain was influenced by the Beatles.
Yeah.
Like the sweetest sounding kind of pop music almost.
I think Kurt Cobain made it
And-
seem very accessible to play guitar to me because the stuff's not complicated. So
Yeah,
if you're a young lad picking up a guitar and you're just looking at tablature on internet, it's like, well, I can do this. This is not tricky.
Yeah.
And that's how beautiful his writing were. It was that simple and, like I say, it's accessible to anyone wanting to learn an instrument.
It
Definitely.
speaks to teenagers to this day, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Like you say,
100%.
yeah.
Can I ask you what your favourite Nirvana song was?
About a Girl.
Oh, great tune.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
nice pick.
Yeah,
Mine's
Great
Territorial Pissings.
that's a fucking great song.
I fucking love that
That
song.
is an awesome song.
I think Aneurysm might be mine.
Mm.
Really like that one. That was one of them ones that was like, you think you know all of Nirvana's songs when you're a
Aneurysm's sick.
teenager because you knew Nevermind or whatever. And then there's like, oh, they had 2 more albums or 3 more, or
It's
and
the
a live
unplugged
album.
one
You're
for me.
like,
The unplugged.
Unplugged was
It's-
amazing.
Yeah.
man.
That was just a moment in musical time. It's
Does that
such a-
inspire what you do then with your songs in a way where it's like, because he's taken these big songs and made them.
So we did when we released this. We did
Yeah.
a show at Doncaster Little Theatre, and for that show, we wanted that kind of unplugged kind of setup. So we
Yeah.
brought in a piano player, we brought in strings, things like that, and we reimagined it. And it was kind of influenced by that unplugged show that Nirvana did.
Great, man.
So yeah,
Sold out that, by the way.
Yeah, sold that out, and that were a beautiful little gig. And I like to do something different every year. It's like this year,
Yeah.
I can say it actually, but we're going to be doing a gig in 2 weeks at my local pub in Mexborough where I grew up. So we're going to be
Oh,
filming
man.
that for YouTube and TikTok. We're going to just invite, I think, 40 people down.
Oh,
just
that's
to-
so special, man. I
Yeah.
love that. That's great.
So we're going to do that in a couple of weeks, and I like to do something a bit different than just do the full band kind of thing.
Yeah. And where you grew up and stuff like Mexborough,
Yeah.
are you sort of famous around there now?
I don't know what famous. I don't know.
You getting stopped in the street, like, are people asking for like selfies and that in kebab shops and stuff if you go back?
I don't tend to frequent many kebab shops in Mexborough.
You recommend any good ones? Just in case. Any bad ones?
There's plenty of bad ones.
Well, like, yeah, fair play. So when you're doing this gig in Mexborough, that's important for you, obviously, because it's like your local.
That's where I
boozer and
still
stuff.
drink, man. It's
You still
pub-
go in there?
I still go in there when I can see the lads in there, and
Yeah.
I love that pub. And I did a gig on a trailer out there 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like when I was doing covers and stuff. And he said, "When you fucking coming back?" I said, "Look, I'll do something, but it has to be done properly."
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I think with the demand on TikTok and stuff, we wanted to do something a bit different and like do a full live show that'll be streamed and
yeah,
just get out tickets to a select number of people. And
yeah.
looking forward to it.
That's great, man.
Looking forward to it.
And I guess it's like you're being truly authentic as well, aren't you? So this is my local boozer. This is where I'm playing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's a, I don't know. There is like a Springsteen-esque element to that kind of thing. It's like giving back to the community that you're in, and like being proud of where you're from. And
Mexborough's actually got 2 really, really good fucking music venues. Really, like awesome music venues. And
yeah,
we never had that when I was a kid. cover bands played in pubs and things like that, but there is 2 dedicated music venues now that are doing really. I mean,
Brilliant.
We did his end of year show at the Gorilla Beer Hall, and then
Yeah.
there's the Imperial Music Venue. They're just having a complete refit, and I think they're increasing the capacity of that, and just to have 2 proper venues in Mexborough, like these satellite towns. There's venues popping up in satellite towns all over the UK, and they're doing well. Do you know what I mean? And it's good. It's good for the local community and getting people actually playing.
I often think that bands miss a bit of a trick sometimes when they tour just major cities. When I'm like, you probably have more of a rabid fan base.
Yeah.
If you do random pop-up shows in like smaller places.
I mean, even in like places in Stockton, in North East, they've got a great music scene. And that's happening all over the UK. These little satellite towns and these little satellite venues.
We've mentioned Adelphi for some of your favourite gigs or one of your favourite gigs. Drop us some others. Be great to know where you enjoy playing, like venue-wise, and some highlights from your touring life.
The show that we've just done last, my band always say, I either come off stage in a fucking mood or I say that's the best gig I've ever played. There's no fucking in between with me.
Right. Okay. Okay.
But the one that we just did at Gorilla Beer Hall at Christmas, that was special. We fucking brought a snow machine in. It was cheesy as fuck.
Love that.
Did a Springsteen's cover of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and
yes, man.
Yeah, it was fucking great. Just a prop, and I tell you what, that gig was good for. When we were on tour, it felt like there were pressure on us because we had people coming to see us. There were like agents coming to see us and things like that. So we felt like a lot of pressure on that. And then the end of year show that we did last year, the shackles were off. Let's just have fun.
Yeah,
and
whether there's agents here or not, it doesn't matter. Like we're playing
it.
Bruce Springsteen. We're in our, you're in your like comfort zone, I guess, almost a bit. And I guess you've got like friends and family there and that kind of thing.
Yeah, there were a lot of friends and family on guest lists and stuff like that. But I love to do a show in Mexborough, and I love to bring custom to Mexborough, definitely. But
this is the Mexborough awareness podcast, by the way. Got to hit it up. Some good places there.
There's some good places and some hard-working people. There's some good folk in Mexborough. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
I think don't write these places off like people often do, and they say, "Oh, shitholes" or whatever. Go and show them some love, or like go spend some time there before you judge it.
There's so many. That's the downside to it. There's a lot of negative mindset in those small towns, and there's a lot to shout about, definitely. And I wish more people would.
You find some of the strongest opinions are from the people that don't actually live
and
that's the same in the world. Like the strongest opinions actually come from countries that you don't even live in.
Yeah.
Like, you've never been there, dude.
Whoa.
What are you talking about? Some of the opinions the Americans have on the English is insane. I see some just these American like I guess influencers, and they just think that they just have this weird skewed view of England. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. But that's true. But some of these like small town places are some of the
best characters,
best
stories.
We talk about Boston all the
best
time.
opinion. Yeah, we're from a very small town called Boston in Lincolnshire. Very similar vibe.
Characters.
Not very much happening there, but great characters, great people, really opinionated.
I think that's where good stuff comes
really
out.
kind of isolated. Grit, mate, absolutely. Real people with real jobs. There's not like someone earning 120 grand a year doing something with computers. They're out there grafting, making roads and shit, and that kind of thing. You mentioned like there's been a lot of pressure on you recently with sort of like agents and people coming to your gigs and obviously taking notice of you since you're sort of blowing up a bit at the moment. Like, is that still happening a lot? Because I don't really know like the ins and outs of the music industry, but that seems like kind of like I think forgive my ignorance. It seems like kind of an old kind of style.
It is, but I think something has to be happening first before anyone will ever take any notice. I don't think agents are going out to boozers anymore.
Then it's not like random sort of you could get spotted kind of thing anymore.
That's a thing of the past. But people moan about that. But at the end of the day, everyone's got one of these in your hands. You can be seen by thousands of people a day.
Yeah,
and
without.
You can put yourself out there. It's a lot easier to put yourself out there. And I think you've got to flip it on its head and see that it is easier. It's not more difficult. And it's not the traditional way of working, and some people will frown at me for saying it, but I think you get on board with it or stop fucking moaning that it's not happening. Yeah,
mate, absolutely. I totally get that. How do you deal with agents when they're coming up to you? Hi, Sam. Hello there, Agent John here.
Fucking
Domino Records, lovely. Big up. Do you know what? Big up Domino. They're just the first record label I thought of. Yeah, great show, Sam. Really love that. Really love that.
I just got Jamie, my manager and business partner, to get him drunk, and then
Great.
do it from
Can
there.
we?
That's the way to
Please,
do it.
can
yeah.
we? Please, can we make a record company called Slop Records?
Hello there, John from Slop
Egg
Records.
Hey,
Records.
Jimmy
Yeah, yeah.
Day from Slop Records here. We
We
really
love what you're doing,
your,
Sam. Love what you're doing, Sam.
Your voice is amazing, Sam. You've got such a unique voice.
Yeah.
We could make you so much money
Yeah.
if you just signed with us at Slop Records.
Have you been promised like big things by record execs, or are they not really in a position to do that anymore? Are they just sort of paying you compliments and chatting to you and stuff?
We're at talking stages with a few people. That's more or less all I can.
I'll
say,
stop
really.
taking the piss then, because I don't want to ruin anything like that. But yeah, mate, absolutely, that's great.
If
like,
you and record labels were in a relationship status on Facebook, what would it be? Is it complicated or?
It'd still be single at me.
yeah, it's still single.
I like it. Yeah,
But there's a few
yeah.
pictures. You know what I mean? There's a few pictures here and there.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah.
mm.
Like the back of a head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Sam on the
remember
back
on
of a head.
Facebook when you just I'm not on Facebook anymore necessarily, but people used to, but it's complicated and things like that.
Yeah.
What is?
You can't put that.
It's weird, isn't it? Looking back now, it's like,
shouldn't
why?
even be an option.
No.
But that's what Facebook made its name on, isn't it? Like that was the big thing that like got Facebook going.
Now
was
it's
like-
just a boomer wasteland.
You've seen The Social Network, right?
Yes.
And
I
he's
have.
like, "Hey, do you know that girl? Is she single?" And he's like, "Got to run back to my room and add that as an option to the Facebook."
yeah, true. Is that the same?
Crazy.
Is that the same film where old matey comes in and slams the laptop and smashes it in front of him?
Could be. I think so. When you say old matey, do you mean Justin Timberlake?
Fucking hell.
that guy that Andrew
no,
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield walks in.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
And
yeah,
it's, he comes in, he goes, he's in a meeting. Oh, he's in a meeting, is he? He just walks up, just smashes his laptop in front of him.
yeah.
I fucking love that scene.
Little
But,
sidebar there, Sam. Sorry.
sorry, Sam. This is what
yeah,
we're doing.
sorry,
on the podcast.
Sam.
Sometimes it just goes off on the rails. Anyway,
just the Social Network came into my head, so we just spoke about that for a bit instead. Big things coming up for you this year. You mentioned before. Am I allowed to say that you are playing Tramlines Festival
Yes.
over the summer,
Yes.
which is a big event in the Sheffield calendar?
Yeah, we're. I can say it as well. We're going to be opening the main stage on the Sunday.
Main stage, baby.
Yeah.
That's it. Have you played Tramlines before?
Yeah, so we got picked by BBC Introducing to play it in 2024, but we played the library stage, and
So you played a couple of years ago.
a couple of years
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
played library stage. I was shitting myself because I didn't think anybody would be there.
Yeah.
It was 2:00 Friday afternoon, and yeah, there were a sea of people there, and it was a really special day.
Brilliant, man.
But yeah, to be opening main stage this year,
That's where your sound needs to be, though, for me, because it's such a big sound.
yeah,
Like it's gonna be hard to not play big stages once you've done that.
we love playing. We've had the opportunity to play. We supported Two Door Cinema Club when they played Doncaster Dome.
Yeah,
That were an amazing gig. We love being on big stages.
yeah.
We really
Your
love
sound
being-
your sound just seems like it would work so well in those big rooms.
yeah,
like-
it does.
Yeah.
It's that's what I've written. That's what I've wrote it for. And
Yeah.
yeah.
So the biggest goal, like stadium, big venue, like you get to the point where we're talking like thousands of people. Where would you like to play? Have you got any dream venues that you're going to tick off in the near future?
I don't really like setting my sights like that. I've kind of got a vision of where I want this to head over the next 3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of keeping myself grounded, and I want to. Everything that I've done so far, I've done it with a "it's not if, it's when" attitude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the mindset of that I've gone into everything with.
Yeah.
I've made sure that everyone in the bands had the same mindset. Everyone in the teams had the same mindset. And
Great.
yeah, it's a gradual build. I'm under no illusion that things are going to just happen like that.
Yeah.
Since this moment, it's kind of just been it's been the start, really. It's like now we're starting.
Yeah.
That's how I'm approaching it. We're nowhere near the end with it, and that's
Yeah, mate, absolutely. These things are just starting to pick up and starting to
Yeah.
happen. I don't want to interrupt that mindset or anything or say anything, but you're a Wednesday fan, right? Would you play Hillsborough if the offer was put there? Halftime show kind of thing?
My son's a Wednesday fan. I'm not. They're my Sheffield team, but they're not who I really
Not your
support. Yeah, they're my Sheffield team.
Who's your real team?
I'm not saying.
All right. Okay. All right. Tell us off, pod. Let's see. If you want to know what Sam's team is, sign up to the Patreon. We'll post it.
Right,
on
I'm a Man United fan.
there. Okay.
I'm a Man United fan.
So's Dave.
Yeah.
Well, again, I fell out of love with football a bit, but my dad was a United fan, so I was a Man United fan.
Rough days.
It was so.
Rough days.
It
for
was
Man
like
United
it
at the
was.
minute.
It's apparently so. What I'm hearing. Yeah.
It's terrible. But it was through my stepdad at the time. That's why I got into supporting Man United.
Yeah.
But that was obviously when it was a very lucrative era for Manchester
Look,
United.
glory days, man.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's beautiful to watch back then, even as a non-Man United
I remember.
fan.
I used to be such a fan. I was a kid. I remember sitting in my room. I remember crying because we won the treble when I was a kid.
I can remember that.
I remember that
now.
where I was. I had my shirt on.
At my
Yeah.
auntie and uncle's house, and even my uncle, who couldn't stand Man United, was going absolutely bonkers.
It was a great game. It was a great game.
The best ending to a football match ever.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
I will fully admit I'm a Glory supporter. I'll fully admit that.
But then the thing is, if you're watching sport, you're watching it to be entertained, aren't you?
To be fair,
Some people are watching sport like every week to be punished, like Sheffield United fans
Punished.
like me. I want to be punished. I want to be abused.
I want to be fucked
I want to turn up. I want to be sad.
I want to be put in a bag and
Yeah.
kicked.
Genuinely though, that's how it feels being a Sheffield United fan.
Well,
It's
apparently
shit.
now it's Man United being fucking
Well,
rammed.
and do you know what's funny about that? They're like 4th in the Premier League, and I'm like, you're 4th or something like that.
And
You're
that's
4th,
bad
and this
times.
is bad, is it? This is
Sure.
the bad times. Fucking hell.
I will say this though, I am becoming a bit of a underdog supporter because who was it that who got promoted? Was it a year back now? Was it Crystal Palace?
No, Crystal Palace won the FA Cup.
FA Cup.
And you
That
said
was
you were a
it.
Crystal Palace fan a year ago. And
I
I'm going
totally
to get a
forgot.
shirt. I'm going to get a tattoo.
Honestly, it made me so happy to see these fans.
Yeah, that was nice.
Fucking,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were. I was like, "Fucking Crystal Palace," and I was like, "That looks sick." Like, bless them.
I like the colourway. Good colourway.
It was good colourways as well. Do you know what? I became less of a.
Like the colours. Like the colours. Great.
I moved into basketball because I love basketball. It's just on different times now.
Yeah.
But I'm more into like characters than I am teams.
Yeah.
It's like.
But I think football can be quite divisive as well. And
that's why I fell out of love with it
Yeah.
because I didn't like the UK fan base of just like, oh, you support fucking City. I'll
Yeah,
kill you.
yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
fucking hell, mate. Can we not just have a nice little bit of banter with that, stabbing each other? Jesus, chill. I don't think it's as bad though as I kind of initially. I just had some bad interactions, and then I was like, do you know what? I'm just not going to say I like football ever again.
Yeah.
But
And when you
it's
gig,
not-
when you
it's not
gig in
that
Sam
bad,
as
is it?
well,
You get
like,
asked the football question fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
You do,
yeah,
you
yeah,
do.
yeah.
It's every interview.
Such
you
a
get
cultural
asked
thing.
Yeah.
and is it something that you're sort of like not really that bothered?
Yeah.
You take it all.
I,
You're not gonna
I
lose
used,
sleep
I used
over
to
it.
be. I,
Yeah, yeah,
I used
yeah.
to be mad into football.
Yeah.
My
Same, man,
My
same.
son's mad into football, and
I think it's a boy thing, isn't it? Like I mean, well, not strictly, but like when you're a little boy, when you're a boy or whatever, it was just rammed down my throat, and I was like, oh yeah, I like football. Got a football and a football kit, and I like football.
It's a competitive thing in this as well. I mean, I
good
can
fun to
get
play in it as well.
weirdly.
When you
I
can
can
play
get in
it,
that
it's good.
mindset when like World Cup's on,
yeah.
and I can get like I don't think I'm bothered. When everybody else around me is bothered, I'm a bit like mob mentality. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
fuck it, are we in? Or,
Yeah, we put
Are
up
we
flags. We put up flags.
We-
Any excuse to put up a flag and paint around.
I just become a horrible racist when I'm in the right crowd. Yeah. Or the wrong crowd. Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Yeah, but no,
Get those flags up.
Absolutely. Like I think
Get those roundabouts painted.
my missus says she likes the idea of perils, so she likes cup competitions because it's like if they lose, they're out.
Yeah.
And that's therefore more interesting to watch. She's
That
like,
is- she's
a
got a
league,
point
a league
there.
of football. What if they lose?
She's got a point.
If they lose, there's no consequence. Well, if they lose enough, there's a consequence. She's like, yeah, but I've got to watch what for a whole year,
Oh,
a whole
mate,
year
mate,
before I
don't-
find out,
mate.
before I see the broken-hearted faces of those men. Like, nah,
Jim.
I want that after this match. I want them out. Like,
Don't get her to watch fucking basketball, mate. It's
notody
so
loses
complex.
and nobody wins. Like,
Dude, it's so complex. Like basketball, you got first of all, you got like West versus East,
yeah,
two totally different divisions that
Biggie
don't play
Tupac.
each other.
yeah,
Biggie Tupac,
Yeah.
and then you at the end then you verse each other 4 times, 16.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's but yeah the playoff
Americans
at the
just
end
do it
is
so
crazy.
complicated. Then the final
There's
match
more
is
money in
for-
that, isn't there? What is it? A
Sorry,
final?
they
Let's
don't
do
get a break.
4 of them. Let's do 4 of them.
Yeah,
That's
fuck it.
4 times the amount of money.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
I was in America recently and was watching American football. Now that is that's just.
Is it? Crazy,
crazy.
crazy.
And I'm watching the timer and he just keeps stopping. I'm like, when the fuck does this end? It's like It says there's 30 seconds left, but that 30 seconds could be dragged out like 15 fucking minutes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking insane.
Where in America were you?
I did some recording out in New Mexico, in Albuquerque.
Let's get into that
Yeah.
because that's interesting.
Yeah. Did a track with a producer called Kenny Riley. He's tracked drums for Korn and things like that. And
Dope.
yeah, it was. I tell you what, working in an American studio, it showed kind of how fucking inefficient we can be over in studios in the UK. So
Yeah.
it's been places.
Big level up kind of thing,
They-
like
they-
the ambition and
they
the
had-
drive and stuff over there.
They had a session drummer come in and work on that track, and he was there 9-10 minutes.
Wow. Wow. Well, like one take.
He did 2 takes.
And then that was it, like nailed. Yeah,
We
got
called
it. You
Brian,
got
we
it.
called Brian. He went,
You got
"That's
it.
me. Nice to meet you. I'm off." And that was
Brian, the last Brian in America,
it. 2-take Brian.
2-take Brian comes in, drums off. There you
He-
go. Oh,
he
play the
learned-
song for me, mate. Yeah. Cool, got it.
He learned the tune the night before. He came in. He fucking nailed it, and that was it.
When you say learn the tune, did you like say, "Oh, here's the tune, like do what you can to it"?
Yeah,
like so you gave him like
I
free.
record all these demos that I've got. I record them at my home studio.
Yeah.
and then we take them to studios and we embellish them and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I'd kind of written the drum part for it, and yeah, came in that morning, and I can't remember what he fucking looked like. He was
He was there for 9 minutes. Of course not. You can't even see him on the CCTV. He's a blur. He's moving. He's playing drums. He might not
Did
exist.
he have a proper thick amount? What kind of accent did he have? I just
Hello,
out-
man. I'm Brian.
well, they're
Hey,
like
man.
so it was.
Yeah, I
your dad's
nailed it,
name.
man.
So it was Albuquerque. So it was like the accent that you hear in Breaking Bad.
Yo, Mr. White
That's the fucking
comes
accent.
in. Fucking whoa. Fucking hell, Brian. Must be on
Yeah.
meth. Jesus Christ.
Saul Goodman. Yeah, that kind of accent.
In America, it's
Wow.
probably you said meth, but it's probably
It's
Honestly.
it's fentanyl now.
Fentanyl, yeah.
Fentanyl.
Is that crocodile? No,
I was going to
that's a
say,
different
what's
one.
that ADHD medication they're all on? It's just like
Ritalin.
Zyrtec or fucking Ritalin. Yeah, it's probably locked in.
We could do
10
some of
minutes.
that.
We could absolutely do with some of that. Yeah. Weirdly talking about that yesterday on a podcast. Yeah. Locking in for fucking an hour. Jesus. Need some today.
So how long are you in America for, Sam? Because that's a very interesting story. And what we're saying is,
I was there a week, and I was in New York the beginning of December. I did a show in Paddy O'Reilly's Irish bar.
dude.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think Ozier did a little show there for Paddy's Day. It's
Wait,
a really
Ozzy
cool
is still
little
going
place.
as well.
Ozzy is massive, man. He's fucking huge.
Yeah, gigantic, maybe. Like
That
huge.
headlining festival's huge.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
get back in. Maybe that's my New Year's resolution because I listen to way more podcasts than I do music.
Yeah. See what's going
If
on.
it's not
musically.
Tyler the Creator,
Dip your toe
I'm
in.
not bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not Tyler the Creator or like some kind of
We can start with Sam's album.
Yes.
Or EP. This is great. This is great. Available via Sam's shop. So you're out there.
Hozier.
You're out there for a
Hozier.
week.
Yeah.
You play New York. That's incredible, man.
I mean, the thing
Is that like a dream? Is that like?
I figured I've got to spend more time at that. So what's happened with TikTok and things like that is
Yeah.
the main traffic and the main demand is actually in America.
Yeah.
That's where it's resonating more. So it's kind of I want to spend as much time out there as possible. And,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been to New York before. It's one of my favorite places on planet. So yeah, I'm hoping to be back in America like pretty soon. I love America. They're fucking crazy people, but
So sitting in your house in the UK or whatever, and you go, I'd like to do a gig in New York. Is it an opportunity that came knocking, or is it something that you're like going out and be like, how do I get a gig in New York?
It's like actively pursuing it. Really, it's
Yeah. Did you
it's
ask
it's-
people
it's so easy to get in touch with these places now, and
yeah,
it's so easy to get these opportunities, and
yeah.
I think if you're proactive enough, it can be done.
So you're literally just reaching out, messaging venues in New
Yeah,
York,
yeah.
and be like, "Can I have a gig, please?
Yeah.
Here's my music," and then eventually, like, some places get back in touch. Where did you say you played in New York? Again,
It was Paddy O'Reilly's, like
Yeah.
an Irish bar, south of New York. Fucking great, fucking awesome place.
Did you play as part of Hosier's thing, or did
No,
you? He's just played there
He's
as well,
Played there
kind
before.
of.
He's played there before, but it's a pretty well known like Irish bar down there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what was the response out in New York to your music? Did you have
cool.
like fans from TikTok turning up and?
Yeah, there was people. Somebody brought some. So I'd fucking sent one of these from my house in Doncaster over to New York, and she fucking brought it to me to be signed.
You're like, I could have brought it in my carry-on. It's cost me a fortune to post it to you. Yeah,
Which I
amazing.
found bizarre.
That's great, man. You're like, I had this in my house. I'm telling you, fucking 10 minutes ago. Whoa, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's so much carbon footprint. That's taken a
Fucking
flight. You've taken a flight. And then the pen. Oh, there's carbon everywhere. Outrageous. I love that.
yeah.
I love
It's
that,
a
man.
True story.
That's great.
But
And you've got all these fans coming out to you, like, and playing in New York, man. That's great. And so then you go from New York, any more gigs or?
So at the minute, it's kind of talking to agents and stuff and seeing what we can do to scale that. I do want to tour America. There's demand to go and do some shows in America, but it's how that works financially and stuff like that. It's because it's not cheap to tour America.
I've heard Kate Nash talking about it recently. Like she's paid I don't know, £50,000 pounds or something to tour America. That's crazy, right? But going over there and maybe doing it in the way that you did it, is there a way of doing it in a sort of more stripped back way?
A lot of bands are doing it where, obviously, I've got a band in the UK, but there's options where you can. Yeah, maybe get a band in each city because the fucking musicians out there are next level. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's ways and means around it. Definitely,
I wanted to ask as well about Brian. Sorry, this is a question that came up in my head. When Brian's tracked his drums, are you then like showing the track to your drummer back here, and is he going, "Are you kidding me, Brian? What are you doing to me?"
He weren't happy.
Phil's in that.
Gaz, my drummer, weren't happy at all.
Who is this man? I'd like a word with him, actually, Brian.
So Gaz is somebody he's kind of like a bit of a musical director in the band. And I said, what do you think to this? And he said, well, firstly, it's not fucking me on drums. And I went, all right, just put that aside and then just let me know what you think. And he did, but he weren't happy. And I can tell he's still a bit pissed off about it.
Was it more because he didn't get to play on the track, or was it more because the fills are insane?
Gaz is a bit... I mean, Gaz is a fucking great drummer.
Yeah.
My drummer is superb.
Yeah.
But I've promised that I'll take him to the next one.
But that's it. It's how'd you get out there? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, it's been good, man. It's
amazing.
Like I say, America's definitely somewhere that's on my radar.
Yeah,
100%.
That's great, man. To have that sort of ambition and like if you hit the American market, man, that's where there's so much money out there, right? And that's every British band's dream.
But it's still crazy today. You look at Spotify and you look at TikTok and everything points to America with it, which is it's scary, but it's exciting.
Yeah, that's hugely exciting. Yeah, no, really, really excited for this year for you and everything you've got to come. This goes out on Friday, but on Monday next week you've got a big announcement coming.
Yes,
for a national tour.
Yes, we're doing 8 dates across UK. And we're announcing that Monday, and it's probably going to be the biggest tour that we've done so far. So, just looking, I'm at my happiest when I'm playing live. So
despite what your band say when you come off stage, you're very happiest.
I can be a fucking nightmare, and I hold my hands up to that.
But that's just because you give a fuck about the show, and if you don't, like, I'm the same at the end of episodes of this. Sometimes I'm like, wasn't my best work. I could have done better or whatever. You can be critical, but we just want it to be good, right? Is that what it is?
I got diagnosed with ADHD recently, which explains so much of why I was a fucking maniac for years. And I think having that and a bit more self-understanding and awareness it's kind of helped me. I've always been a fucking perfectionist, and I'm so focused when I'm in studios and things like that. I hyper focus on things and lose hours, sat down writing a tune kind of thing. That's like I said, when I'm in the studio and when I'm on the road, that's where I'm at my best, and that's where you get the best.
One of the worst people. Well, I say worst people. One of
the worst people.
That was a poor choice of words. One of the craziest people was Michael Jordan to work with. He was fucking just a nutbag. Yeah. But like, look at him.
Yeah.
I think you have to
famous
have
musician Michael Jordan.
No, but I'm on about like raw fucking talent, insane. Like apparently he's a nightmare to be around, but fuck me, he was top of his game. I think you kind of weirdly, like you said, you have to be.
Yeah.
In a weird way, you got to kind of like you said, I'm a bit of a nightmare to work with. But like I think like you touched upon that, Jim. Is like you're just a perfectionist, man. You want it.
You want it to
your
be
way.
as good as it can be.
And a lot of people see that as
Yeah.
like a bit abrasive. But I don't know. You got to. So all the greats, I find, because I'm a bit of a pattern recognizer. You find that that's the case.
Yeah.
that
You'll be
they have
leveling up
this.
your bandmates as well in the way that you're working, I suppose. If you're coming off stage and they're like, "Hey," and you're like, "Not quite."
Yeah.
You know that they're like, okay, what was wrong with it? And but they noticing those little things will mean that the next gig is just better and better and better. And you
that's
seem to
it.
strive for that.
We've had to learn, and I can remember one gig we did. This first gig in London, played to Dingwalls, and it was a nightmare. The fucking sound.
Is that in Camden?
Camden.
Yeah,
we played
yeah.
Dingwalls too, so it's the smaller venue at Dingwall. I think it holds about 100, 150 or something like that.
Yeah.
Really tiny place. Great little gig, but the sound was fucking terrible. And I can remember coming off stage and
Yeah.
I famously threw my in-ear monitor pack into the Camden lock, and I were inconsolable.
Oh, dude. But I get it. Like,
To which Gaz then said, "You're gonna have to fucking pay for that, you dickhead."
that's
yeah,
so you need those people to keep you grounded.
yeah,
they
definitely.
say apparently, but
yeah,
yeah.
I was just so disappointed that the gig had not gone well. I weren't fucking been a.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I
But that's
really
it.
wanted it to go well, and when it didn't, it's fucking yeah.
It's a symptom of ADHD as well,
Yeah.
though, isn't it? That like
Yeah.
the rejection kind of thing of it,
Yeah.
or you know, the perceived rejection of it, and then physically taking that out somehow.
Yeah.
Where was this before you had your diagnosis?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
now you might be like, okay, cool. I know I'm feeling this kind of thing.
I am
and
a
it's
lot
probably
better.
because
I am
of
a
this.
lot better at fucking processing things.
Yeah.
And I'm not throwing any monitor packs in rivers anymore. So
Still be in there somewhere.
So we played it again this year, and the joke, shall we go and fucking find it? It's like
Fishing for an ear monitor packs, the new memoir by Sam Scherdel. Oh, amazing, man. So, are you able to say where you're coming to, or is it surprise find out Monday?
Nottingham, Sheffield, Birmingham, Glasgow, Stockton.
Yeah.
I think that's,
Hull?
We're not doing Hull on this tour, but we are going to be playing Hull in May or June.
Very soon.
Yes.
So, Hull fans tuned in. You will get your taste of Sam very soon.
That is coming. Yeah, that's been arranged as we speak.
Amazing, man. Anything else you want to plug whilst
Before
we're
we
on?
go, I got to ask.
Oh shit! This is a very important question.
We ask every guest. Meal deal. What is it?
Well, from Tesco's.
Oh, anywhere. You can have a meal
any
deal
shop
from
bought
anywhere.
meal
But I'm
deal.
going to need a drink from you, a crisp, and...
Does it have to be the crisp, or can it be like the?
No, you
fucking-
could switch.
Side can be a
You can
side.
switch.
Side.
Yeah.
I like the chicken skewers with the like sweet chili sauce. Like you only get 3,
Oof.
Nice, okay.
so I go for that. I like. If I'm hungover, I'd get like an all-day breakfast, like the cold all-day breakfast.
Oh
sandwich.
yeah, it's a dirty
Nice.
sandwich. That.
Yeah.
It's like got
okay.
egg mayo and ketchup. And,
Oh yeah. And
yeah.
sausage and bacon.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you drink.
I like them iced Starbucks things because you want to get some that's fucking expensive, don't you? To
The
make
most expensive
Yeah,
drink you
yeah.
could possibly get. Maximize profit.
yeah.
That's the meta right
Yeah.
there. I think you got
That's me. That's why I'm having.
Beautiful.
Love that, Sam.
We need to record all this and have a website where we...
Well, I think when we eventually do live shows, maybe we can have some food. Like we can have eggs on the menu. I'll get like
Egg
Ronnie.
Scherdel.
Yeah, we
Eggs
can have eggs
Boston.
Scherdel. We can have eggs Boston, eggs Dave.
Eggs Day.
Long
We
eggs.
also need meal deal, different kind
Yeah,
of...
we can have
People's meal deals would be great. This,
yeah, we could have meal deal
This
options
is Sam's meal
available.
deal. Like,
yeah,
that's what he would get, yeah.
mate, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
think,
like these ideas.
I think all of that. It's all coming together. It's all coming together for this year.
They're fun.
Where can everybody find you online, Sam? As well, most importantly.
Most importantly,
importantly.
and we've alluded to it, that my name's the bane of, well, it's the bane of my life. If you type in my name, there's no one else out there called my name. So it's
Search for Sam
Scherdel.
Schedule. sorry. Sam Scherdel.
Schredrel.
Schredrel, yeah. But yeah, we'll tag you in everything underneath, and hopefully people will find you through that as well if they've listened to this. But thank you so much for coming in, man. It's
you very much.
really exciting to catch up with you ahead of what's due to be a very, very busy year. And big ups, and yeah,
Thank
see you
so
again
much.
soon, hopefully, man.
Nice one.
Big love.
Cheers, dude. Thank you very
See ya.
much.